All right, so you're in town from Florida for your friend's birthday.
I am.
Cool. And you thought about moving here, but you chose to stay in Florida.
Mainly because I just moved to Florida. Well, not just. Again, back to how fast life moves.
Uh-huh.
Moved 4 years ago back to Florida from Boston. But I bought a condo. But at the same time, that kind of it does kind of, lend to leniency. I could sublet it and try it out up here for a little bit. I don't know. I feel like I'm in a little place where I'm stuck socially.
Stuck socially.
I also work from home, which is not great.
What do you do?
I'm in sales.
Cool. You like it?
I do like sales. I love, obviously, talking to people.
Mm-hmm.
I like helping people.
Mm-hmm.
But working from home is so weird. Like, I love myself. I love hanging out with myself, but it's too much time with myself. I need some time with other people sometimes too.
What do you do when you close the laptop at the end of the day? What does that look like?
So that looks like smoking a little bit of weed. Hope it's okay to say on the video. Watching shows, cooking a little bit. I love to cook. But it depends. Or I'll put on, my dad got me a record player for my birthday. So I got a lot of vinyls that I've been playing. Mm-hmm. I love that.
Okay.
Yeah, I try to just wind down. But it's weird winding down in your own house when it's your workplace.
So do you have a designated room specifically for your workplace?
Yeah, I have an office.
Okay.
I've made it an office.
I love that. Now, you said TV show, cooking, and the last one was what?
TV show, cooking.
And you said something else just now. So, all right. So let's just get to this. So what's your favorite genre of television? Do you have a specific type of
psychological thriller?
Psychological thrillers. Okay, I'm a fan of psychological.
100%.
What are you watching?
Right now I'm obsessed with, even though I would say it's psychological thriller. Right now I'm watching Welcome to Derry.
What's it about?
On HBO. It's the It prequel. It's a little bit more horror, but because it's a show, it's coming off more psychological thriller.
Okay.
But it's really good. And I'm not even into the It movies. So. But before that, I was watching It's All Her Fault. And that's on Peacock.
Okay.
And that one is a woman drops her kid off at a play date, and then her kid goes missing. And then everyone's like, did you do it? Everyone's like, it's like a whodunit.
Okay, that's cool. And favorite dish?
Ooh, to cook or to eat?
Let's start off with to eat and then to cook.
Oh gosh, okay, yeah. As I asked those, I acted like I had my immediate answers. So my favorite dish to eat would definitely be spaghetti and meatballs.
That's cool.
Really good spaghetti and meatballs. And then my favorite dish to cook would be a pot roast.
Pot roast. Okay. Those are two excellent dishes. For sure.
Yeah, the sustenance.
Okay. What made you want to get into sales? You are definitely personable, for sure.
What's funny, I actually fell into sales.
Okay.
Originally, I was like, I'm not going to do sales because my background is retail merchandising, product development. So I wanted to go into buying. And then I had this internship lined up, a potential job lined up, and then didn't work out. And so my backup plan was to go to Boston and then just figure it out.
Okay.
And so I did that, and I ended up landing in sales. And it was good for a while. I like it.
Yeah.
I dislike it. I just find myself exhausting my social battery. And I don't have as much time for my friends and family because I'm so tired after talking too much all day.
Yeah. Do you have pets? Do you have a pet at home?
No, I don't have a pet, but it's funny that you say that because I've been really wanting to get one. But I never grew up with pets because my mom's very allergic.
Uh-huh.
But all my friends have ones. But selfishly, I just think I want to wait until I meet somebody and then we'll get a pet together.
That's
because I don't want to have to choose between the pet or other things, because once I get a pet, I will be in love with it so much that it might be between seeing the pet or my parents ever again.
Where are your parents?
They're in St. Pete where I am too.
Cool. Are you more of a dog person, a cat person?
Dog person. But I've definitely been, I used to be someone who was like, oh, I don't like cats, but that's not nice, number one. And two, I've met cats these days that I can get down with. So
okay, that's cool. That's cool, man. That's dope. I'm so curious why when you graduated college and you got the internship, that's what brought you to Boston?
Uh-huh.
What was coming from Florida and then come like southeast now going up to the northeast? What was that like?
So that was crazy. So that was crazy for a lot of reasons. So I had this. So my sister lived in Boston before I had moved. So I had a little bit, obviously, of a, trajectory there in terms of she had lay of the land, and I would have someone I knew there. But the craziest part was coming from Florida, moving to Boston. I thought I was going to be like very naively. I thought I was going to be a mini New York.
Okay.
Not at all. Not at all. Little did I know that I was more cultured coming from like St. Pete, Florida.
Okay.
It is insane in terms of Boston. Everyone is friends with everybody. It was so, I've never had a hard time making friends, but I had a hard time making friends, which was so odd. I was like, wait, what? Mm-hmm. And everybody was like, no, we already have our friends because we went to middle school, high school, everything. And it's an incredibly racist city, which was very, very weird and hard to get around once it's brought, like once you notice it, it's really impossible to get that like ick off of you because it's just very, very obvious in terms of the city.
What's your background like? Where are your ancestors from?
Well, so I've never done 23andMe myself, but I do Ancestry.com. But we've got, a bunch of white mix, probably like British, Irish, some French.
So I'm gonna ask some questions.
Yeah.
And they come from I have a pure heart, genuine. Yeah. So just curious.
Ask me anything.
As a white woman, when you come across people that are racist, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel uncomfortable because I would never want somebody to think that I'm like them. At all. And then it also makes me feel uncomfortable because I don't always know. Like, there's been times where it's like overt of someone like saying something. It's like, hey, shut the fuck up. And that's easy to like say. But then there are some things like where it's like, it's so like micro that like, and so one of my friends at work, Shaq, who helped me discover this and learn more about this, because he was the only black person that worked at our company of 200 people in the middle of Boston. One of the only, literally the one only actual, like, but like it was unreal. And I will never forget sitting at lunch, and we had an all-call meeting where the whole sales team was there, and Shaq and I had just talked about how because I brought up to him, I was like, this city's crazy. Am I crazy for thinking that? Not to say that like to you, but like I just have to talk to you. He's like, yeah, I appreciate you for saying that. And I was like, what do I do? And he's like, honestly, for me, there's not much to do because it's hard to, to fix that. And he's like, and I have a different perspective than other people. And I'm like, well, I just want you to know that I don't ever want to be on that side of things. And if there is anything, like, again, it's not that you don't have to tell me, but like I'm like, let me know how I can be even better, whatever. Yeah. And he laughed. He goes, Alex, you're fine. And I was like, okay, but just letting you know, like, I'll do whatever. And very recently after that, we went to like the all-call lunch thing, and one of our VPs goes, yeah, so we're doing a new sales thing. It's going to be called Sales March Madness. Whoa, Shaq. And Shaq goes, I don't play basketball. Like, it had nothing to do with him. But because it was so cringe. And we looked right at each other. Like, I looked at him and he looked right at me, and it was like that like moment of like, that's what because his thing was like, he's like, Alex, obviously like the big things are the big things, but like it's the little stuff. And that was like one of those moments where I was like, oh my God. Like that's so crazy. And then that stuff, like, again, it's like, which I'm embarrassed to even say, like, when you see it just, you see it so much more, and it was so weird. How
did you navigate? Because like, how do you now, because you said it was, first of all, you noticed the racism in that city. Second, you kind of felt like this is cringe, it makes me cringe, I'm uncomfortable. How do you navigate? Because you still have to be there for your internship.
Absolutely.
You want to find your tribe. So what were some of the things that you were doing to navigate through the city?
I mean, my whole thing was just being it sounds so dumb, but being myself.
Yeah.
Like, I love everybody. And so it was just more of like, literally, and that's not to say like, it's not the I don't see color thing. That's not what I mean. I just genuinely love meeting people.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more about me just using that as like a tool of like, I'm not like other people.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to come at it with anything. And also like reminding myself of like, it's weird to find your footing where it's like, I never want to say that I understand somebody else's struggle or be that person. It's like, I'll defend you, but like, I'm happy. Like literally, like if there is something going down that's wrong, I want to know that so that I can help. And that's what I feel like my friend Shaq helped empower me with, is like the stuff that you don't see. It's not the obvious, because I already saw the obvious stuff where it's like, that's obvious. And he's like, for me, it's the less obvious stuff that's like more of a problem. And seeing that was where it's like, because for anybody, like, you know, the nuance is nuance unless you pay attention. And then you're like, whoa, it's insane.
Do you and Shaq still work together right now?
No, we don't, but we're still buddies.
Okay, that's what's up. Where's Shaq right now?
He's still in Boston.
Okay.
But he has a baby now. He's doing so good.
Okay.
Yeah, him and his wife Gabrielle are amazing. But no, we keep in touch, everything.
That's what's up.
But it was a weird part of, because again, coming from Florida, where I believed that I was living in a state that was obviously like had divisiveness, but I had never seen racism in that way, in the way that I saw it in Boston, where it was like public, like, or even just in the workplace. And it was like, not to be whatever, but the workplace in general, like there were things that were said about like women that I'm like, whoa, like just in general, Boston has an edge to it.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that, you know. I mean, there's things wrong with it, but it was hard for me to make that place my home.
Yeah.
And it's also so weird how they tote the liberalism, because yes, politically liberal, but not when you live in that state.
That's another conversation.
Sorry.
No. It's cool, man. So how long were you there for?
I was there for 5 years.
So maybe the first 2 years you were just like, this city's weird. Third year, you're trying to
trying to navigate.
Yeah.
Trying to figure it out. And then I knew I wanted to get out of year 4, but I had already signed a lease. Mm-hmm. And then COVID was the ultimate push. But yeah, it's interesting how it's a small city, but it's the smallest city. Everybody knows each other.
They went to school together.
It's crazy, like yeah, exactly.
Small bubble.
Like they were not nice to me, so I could only imagine, given the racism, how that would feel. You know, I felt like I was being diminished, and I cannot even compare against anything else. You know?
Yeah. Did you find? Were you dating? Did you find anybody that had potential out there, or was it just like, you know what, this is just not working out at all for me?
Not at all. Again, I felt like everybody was so, like, I hate to say this, I thought they were so whitewashed. Like nobody had any, like, flavor to them, or it was like, I was crazy to them. Like being from Florida, like, I went to FSU, like having like experiences, like by no means was I acting that way in the workplace or anything, but everyone was just like, I just don't think they're like anything different. And so a lot of the guys were very much so like, I feel like I talk too much. They were like, shut up. I was like, well, that's not going to work.
So, okay. So now you left, you went to Florida, condo, job, close to their parents. Are you by the water as well?
Yeah.
You are by the water? Okay.
By the water. My dad has a boat, which is very fortunate. So I get to go on the boat every once in a while.
That's what's up. Do you have siblings?
I do. My sister.
Okay.
She's still in Boston.
She's still in Boston?
Yep.
So how does your sister, like, how is she doing in Boston?
So she loves it, but her story is a little different because she met her husband there.
Okay.
So they now live in the burbs. So they're apart from the city, but they have their 2 sons there and they love it.
Okay.
But yeah, she's happy there.
Cool, man. What does the next 5 years look like for you?
5 years. Oh my gosh. Definitely a career change. I will not be in sales anymore.
Okay.
If I had to pretend that I was a psychic, I would say I'll probably be in something that has to do with branding or like partnerships.
Cool.
I have a weird thing where I'm like, and it's so random, but I always feel like these things are like downloads from somewhere where it's like, I want to be a part of like something that like plays at the Super Bowl, whether it's like a commercial or something. I don't know. But it's like a part of my little, it's in my brain.
Speak it into existence. We're manifesting it. Yeah.
Exactly. No, my dreams have been off the charts lately. I dream every night.
Okay.
And they've been crazy. So I'm like, something's going on. But I foresee that. I foresee myself meeting the love of my life.
Hey.
I foresee myself keeping the condo, but probably buying a house with future said love of my life.
I was gonna ask you that. So.
But then we'll sublet.
Okay. Cool.
Build out a portfolio, if you know what I mean.
I love
some
that
residential
as well.
stuff. Multi-income is my goal.
I love that. What does an ideal partner look like for you?
Somebody that knows who they are.
Sure.
And he is ready to get to know who I am. Like, it's like, for me, it's like, I want to be that yin and the yang to like my partner, where it's like, for better or worse, like, I know you, so I will hold you when you need to be held, and I will tell you what's up when you need to be told what's up, and like the tough love, cuddle love, all in one stride kind of a thing.
Does your partner have to be close with their parents?
They don't have to be, only because you never know. But obviously, like, closest to family is important to me. But at the same time, like, I don't know, I feel like everybody has their own journey, so I would never want to hold it against them if they weren't, for whatever reason. Sure.
Introverted or extroverted?
Well, that's a tricky question, because I want to say extroverted, but I'm pretty extroverted, so you need a little bit of balance.
How tall?
Doesn't matter.
Cool.
Honestly, does not matter, but definitely has to be able to tell me when to shut the fuck up when it's important. You know?
Okay, that's fair.
And I will say that my dad's always said it, and I will say it too, because you've never had someone that's put you in your place in the right way, and that's what you need. And I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Oh, that's interesting. Your dad said you've never had someone put you in your place in the right way? Interesting. I like that, actually.
Because he's like, you've always been, like, more of, like, the bigger energy of, like, this is what I want. And he goes, and I've seen moments of you being like this. And he's like, and that person could have been like that, but they don't. And he goes, and you need someone that's going to step to you. And I'm like, it's not that I mean, but it's like, I can be very assured and like, I don't want to do that, or I want to do this.
Yeah.
It's like, and he's not wrong. It's my dad is the person that will give me the tough love when I need it. And it's very critical.
I love that, bro. You said you got a record player from your parents, right?
Yes.
What are some of the albums that you've been listening to in the house?
Barry White. I have an original Barry White.
Barry White.
Absolutely amazing.
An amazing tone, amazing vocalist. Okay.
Amazing.
Okay, who else?
Fleetwood Mac.
Fleetwood Mac, great.
Let's see. Oh, Labi Safre.
I don't know who that is.
This is my song, and no, you'll love him.
Okay, I'm gonna check him out.
Who else? Oh, my friend got me a Cardi B one, which was funny to play on vinyl.
Okay, that's cool.
Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash.
Oh, and I got the Taylor Swift one.
Okay, you're a Swiftie.
Yes, I am a Swiftie.
I love that. So, what year, or like around what time frame do you think had the best music, and around what time frame do you think they had the best music moments?
For Taylor Swift or in general?
Just in general.
In general?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I will definitely say my favorite music era was senior year of college. Well, maybe like end of junior year to when I moved to Boston. So it was like Bad and Bougie Migos era.
Okay.
Like Future. Like, it was such a back-to-back.
Yeah.
Of so many heaters. And then at the same time, you had so many good house songs coming out.
For sure.
So I felt like it was like, it was so hard to not be excited all the time, just based on what was playing on the radio.
Was this around the time, like, the dubstep era was big, too?
Kind of, a little after that, but like the, baby, this is what you came for.
Okay, yes,
you know?
I remember that.
Also,
what was that
Secret on that one, that's a Calvin Harris song.
Calvin Harris, yeah.
Insider secret, unless you already know it, the ghostwriter of that song was Taylor Swift.
Oh.
Although Rihanna sings it, Taylor Swift wrote it, and Taylor Swift does the backup vocals. And if you listen, it's easy to tell.
Okay, now, why do you think people? Why do you? There's a lot of Swifties, but there's also people that don't like Taylor Swift.
Anti-conformists.
Why?
Because it's the human nature.
Yeah.
You know, just human nature. Like if everyone's going to go one way, there are going to be people that are going to go the opposite because that's their way of distinguishing themselves.
Right.
But like my best friend Lizzie.
Yep.
A classic. No, not impressed. Got in her car the other day listening to one of her songs. So she's a covert Taylor Swift fan.
Yeah.
And I'm like, see, that's why we always have to be honest.
Because I'm just like, I was like, she seems like a sweetheart. I don't know anything about her. But
people just don't like things that are made. It's like, it feels like it makes you cooler if you're like, no.
Yeah.
I don't like that. And
that's
you're like, wait,
true.
What?
How do you not like this? This is actually good.
Right. And it's like, if you don't like it, you don't like it. But if you're just saying you don't like it because everyone else likes it, that's the same thing as what you're refuting. You know? That's
fair. That is totally fair. I don't disagree with that, actually. Nah, man. What's the last good book you read?
Ooh. Honestly, it wasn't the last good book I read because I've read 50 books this year.
Okay.
I know. I really went crazy this year. But I would say my favorite book I've read in like the past few years is The Covenant of Water.
Tell me about it.
By Abraham Verghese. Okay. So it's about this woman it's going to sound boring when I tell you, but it's not boring, I swear. But it's about this woman who is very young on the southern coast of India in like the Madras region. Uh-huh. It's in like the turn of the century, but it's about how she's married off, like how they would be like in an arranged marriage. And so at first it's like this, like, you're like, oh, what's going to happen? And it's like basically like her entire plight of her life and like how amazing she is. And like all the things that she accomplishes, but it ties back to like history and like it could be a real story. It's not, but it could. And it's just very fascinating to hear about like what that would have been like. And I loved it. And it gives me strength. And I think about Amachi all the time.
That's sweet, dude.
I love it.
Are you reading anything currently right now?
I'm not, but I have a book in my bag that I'm about to read.
How do you finish 50 books in a year?
So this is my new book. It's called The Wrath of the Fallen. And
the size of these books are huge.
So these ones are crazy because they're romantasy, and so they're like they're not like, it's not literature. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's not like complicated reading. So these ones have very like thick plot lines. Mm-hmm. And so usually I will stay up till like 2 a.m. reading them. It's not a good habit.
Why is it not a good habit?
Only because I get tired in the morning, but it's good for my like book reading quota.
Yeah. Do you work out?
I do.
What are some of the exercises you like to do?
So I currently do walks every morning, and then I do this app called Form.
What's that?
Where it's like Pilates or like yoga, just like little like body weight movements with some other weights.
That's good.
I used to be a in the gym person, like heavy lifting, which I want to get back to, but working from home, going to the gym isolated kind of sucks. So I think I'm now going to try group fitness, which I used to think sucked.
Group fitness as in like group classes?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are great.
You know,
I love those.
I used to not like them because I used to be around everyone all the time.
Yeah.
So like now that my life's kind of flopped, I feel like that's actually a better idea.
And as far as like, I mean, you just bought a condo, you got your own office, you got your space. Have you ever thought about like going to like one of those what are those places? It's kind of like it's like a WeWork.
Yeah.
Have
you
ever thought about those?
Definitely. So I'm in the process of hopefully trying to get another job soon, which would be on-site or remote at the very least. But if not, definitely.
Yeah.
Because it's good, like to get out and get out of your space. I try to go to coffee shops sometimes, but it just depends on like if I have a call or something, then I'm like, could leave. But I like the adventure. It's a challenge I definitely did not think life would throw me.
I mean, I think,
you know, like I was like, I thought I was going to deal with like climbing the corporate ladder, and that's the least of my concerns.
So, yeah, I mean, it sounds like you have it sounds like all of these things that you're dealing with and you're figuring out are all good and healthy things. So I'm curious. So. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So what has 2025, because 2025 is about to end in a couple weeks, literally 3 weeks, and it's a new year.
It's crazy.
What have you learned? What have you experienced? And what are you looking forward to in 2026?
Let's see. I've learned that time is a thief.
Time is a thief.
And it's so easy to use that against yourself. And I think that I apply, especially in this day and age, like with mental health and everything, I think I apply too much time towards that rather than just living in the real world and going out there and being less of my best self. I think I focus on being my best self too much rather than just living and being gritty about it, you know? And that was a learning lesson this year. And let's see, for 2026, I'm really excited for, I have a couple friends' weddings, and I'm excited for me. I have good vibes about 2026. I'm excited for what's to come.
I feel that from you.
Yay!
You feel like a big ray of sunshine. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah. You definitely have that about you. Like, I'm just talking to you, I'm just like, oh yeah, she's gonna be fine. She's already doing fine. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now tell me more about you, though. I want to know about you.
Okay. 3 minutes. So I'm originally from New York City.
Okay.
Moved here 4 years ago. I came out here on blind faith.
Nice.
I was turning 30 years old, and I wanted to change. I am a phenomenal hip hop artist. Like, if you hear my music,
you have to send me some.
I will. I'm a phenomenal hip hop artist. Everybody will say the same thing. I'm great at it. And I had to pivot and figure out, how do I be an artist? How can I be an artist and not have to worry about, like, being like, it sucks being an artist and being broke, right?
Yeah.
And that's something that I just constantly kept running into.
And that is the artist struggle.
Yeah. So trying to figure that out. And I recently, a couple years ago, I got into the entertainment industry where I build stages and sets for tours. So
amazing.
So that's what I do. So now I'm on the other side of it, building the stages and the sets, being backstage where all your favorite artists and musicians come through. So I'm like, okay, that's cool.
Hey, best way to get where you want to go is to get your foot in the door. That's my dad's whole thing, is just get your foot in the door. Be a janitor, be whatever. Man. Get your foot in the door. That's amazing.
Yeah, so now I'm getting some really good opportunities presented my way.
Yes.
That I'm just like, yo, this is crazy. Just don't mess this up and just keep showing up every time. Releasing new music. I got a couple other tricks underneath my sleeve. Yeah. So, just making it work. And it's just funny where life takes you. I didn't really know that I would, if you would have asked me 5 years ago if I'd be here in Atlanta, Georgia, just packing my bags and packing everything in my car and just coming down here on blind faith, I probably would have looked at you crazy. Would I be, working in big arenas? And funny enough, I work for that company right there.
Oh, there you go.
It's just like, working in these arenas and doing these things. I never would have thought that, but it's just like, oh, we're here now. Yep. So let's just keep pushing forward.
Yep.
One of the best books that I've read that kind of opened my eyes, 2 books, The Alchemist and The 4 Agreements. Have you heard of them?
I have The 4 Agreements. Crazy. It's one of those, I have a weird thing where the more I'm encouraged to do something, the more I don't do it.
Okay.
It's very weird. Where it's like, oh my God, this is the best show ever.
Yeah.
So my sister has a trick. She's like, it's a horrible show. Don't watch it.
It is a horrible book.
Don't read that book.
Don't read it. Don't even waste your time. It's so bad. It'll literally make your life worse. I promise.
Okay, I guess I won't read it. But that's on my list. And then I also have the other one by him, by the Rules of Love or something.
Okay.
Also, I've not read that one, but The Alchemist I've not heard of. I want to read that.
Yeah, The Alchemist kind of turned me up a little bit, like, because I was like, what am I doing here? And then I read it, and I was just like, oh, okay, got it.
Oh, I do have one for you.
Yeah.
Rick Rubin's The Creative Act.
I love Rick Rubin. I didn't know he
has a book.
Okay.
It's fucking awesome.
Okay.
And also, I would say it's the best book, because I am an artist in the sense of, like, I like creativity. I wouldn't call myself an artist. But it's all about artistry. And it's like tough love for an artist, where it's like his main thing is like, If you think you're making music for other people, you're lost. You're making this music for you. It's for you.
I totally
if you
agree.
like it, that's what's up. And it's so fucking true, because the minute you get in your head, that is the worst place to be.
Yeah.
Our brains are not designed for self-love. They're designed for protection. And unfortunately, protection usually is rooted in comfort, which is usually rooted in not doing things.
Oh my God. You're an angel. Hold on.
The creative act, it's a good one.
Yeah. My dear, thank you for Alexandra. Thank you for allowing me to just talk to you and mic up and just have a conversation.
Thank you.
I'm gonna connect with you online because you are a sweetheart.
Please do, Frank. Yeah. This has been awesome, and also, like, what a special day. I saw my uncle, then I got to hang out with you. I feel special.
I love it.